Live, and I think we are live. How you all doing? Oh my goodness. I have a little bit of a cold, just a little bit, but we still here. We still here. Yo, who's pumped? Who's flipping pumped, man? This is a sheesh moment. Tesla hit 400. We're going to do spaces in about 15 minutes. But bro, that's insane. 400 bucks. 300 just went by so quick. It's insane. All right, let's see what you guys got to say. Let's effing go. Yes, solution. That's the only solution to dollar cost average. 5,000 by 2032. Absolutely crazy. Randall, high five. Hey, 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 how you doing? Boombox, love ya. Thank you. What's going on, Dominic? Word good, y'all. Good word. Good morning, y'all. How you guys doing? So, hope everyone is doing great. Not have a little bit of a cold like I do. So, you bought the dip, eh? So did I. I bought 2 shares at 396. I wish I waited a bit. Yeah, I bought 4 shares today at around like right here actually. Where was it? In the once in the 385 and the other one like 380. Cannot stop. Cannot stop buying. But bro, guys, look at this. We hit 400 pre-market, like 404, which is incredible. Incredible, guys. Now, a lot of people are saying that, oh my god, this is it's going to crash now. This is just a pullback until we reach all-time highs. It's an inevitable, guys. It's a sheesh moment, bro. I have not checked in a week or so, but you freaking killed it. I've never been so proud of someone I don't know, bro. Thanks, man. Thanks a lot, man. Yeah, it was it's a lot of conviction. A lot of conviction. Hi, Pejjy from England here. What's going on, my UK brother? Hope everything's doing well. Whole market's down. Yep, perfect time to buy the dip. I did. Pejjy, the Optimus video, bro. Yeah, we're gonna take a look at that right now. It's insane. That dip got up. Ella, that dip got bought up immediately, especially after the Optimus video. Oh yeah, people are like putting it in. It's crazy. Wisconsin, love it. It hit 404. It did. It did. Absolutely insane, man. Let's. Sorry guys, I'm a little bit under the weather. Been working a lot lately. So where was it? Where was it? Where was it? There it is. Guys, look at this, man. This is incredible. Man, there's something in my nose, dude. Look at this thing. It walks up. It has its balance. And look at the way it comes down. And the last clip is what's killing me. The last clip is crazy. Wow, look at that. It looks like a toddler freaking coming down. It's insane. Like a toddler learning to walk down for the first time. That's crazy, dude. Look at this. Whoa. If this was a human, like this, look, this ending right here. If this was a human, he would have fell. But this thing grabbed on. Like, let's look at that again. Look at that. If that was a human, they would have freaking fell on the floor. And there's something in my nose, dude. Annoying. Smoke it out. But that's insane. That is absolutely incredible. And here, Sawyer Merritt, he just posted the last part, which was absolutely insane. I'm just like, bro, what the heck? That's incredible. Absolutely flip incredible. Wow. I'm a little bit under the weather. Sorry, guys. But yeah, we're gonna start spaces. It's not gonna be long spaces. Maybe half an hour, and then we'll chill for a little bit, and then I'm gonna go to bed, man, because it's like almost 10 p.m. here. So tired. Oh boy, new all-time high by Friday, baby. Let's see. AIDS, bro. No AIDS, just a normal cold. The stumble at the end and the correction, dude, it's insane. I can't believe, like, dude, that's how far they've gotten. Tesla today sell off, love it. Bring on the dips. I bought today. Yeah, I agree. For me, Tesla's a long-term hold. It has to be a long-term hold, otherwise they're gonna go crazy. I can't believe he recovered. It's insane, dude. Parkour champion. Yeah. It walks without using vision. Absolutely, only sensors. Yeah, neural nets, and Elon confirmed it, which is absolutely crazy. The laugh was confirmation. Oh boy, come on, man. Let's not do that. uh, that's going to put Marines out of a job. Well, that has a lot of time to come, but I'm pretty sure for soldiers, we don't want to send humans in war. Yeah, I got deleted for 2 minutes. You know why? What got deleted for 2 minutes? What are you talking about? The Christmas rally has not arrived, not yet. That's next week, I believe. Oh, dude, the robot parkour champion, I can see it. Yeah, me too. It's gonna be a sheesh flipping moment. So we got 10 minutes before we can get into this thing. Just saying, what's up from Toronto? Yo, homeboy Torontonian. How you doing, man? Hope all is well. Yeah, Pejjy, afternoon. Here's evening. Yeah. Optimus video got deleted, then reposted. Oh, I didn't know that. I probably came after. Will the stock settle here for now, for a while? I honestly think it's a little bit of a pullback until we can go higher. I kind of welcome this pullback so I can, buy more shares from Chicago. Nice to meet you, my man. Nice to meet you guys. So let me see what's going on with these guys on Spaces with my co-host as well. Let me message her. By the way, guys, smash that like button if you guys haven't already. Smash that like button. Ready? Are you ready? Just getting my co-host ready. Hello from Montreal. Oh yeah, I've been there a couple times. Parties are great there, but if you don't speak French, they come at you. Respect. Let's flip and go. Austin, Texas. Here, by the way, dude, I'm thinking to move to Austin, Texas, but I don't know how to do it as a Canadian citizen. I know I could come for 6 months out of the year, but I would like to have a place, of course. So I don't know if I can be only there for 6 months and I have a place. What's gonna happen for the other 6 months? So I'm debating this. I don't want a U.S. passport or anything like that. I just want the green card, and that is it. I already have the Canadian passport. That's enough. But man, U.S. is where everything is at. The U.S. is where everything is at. From my recliner in the woods of Maine. Ooh, that's nice. From Phoenix, love it, love it. I mean, Atessa shares the own over 1,000 shares finally. Over 1,000 shares. Yeah, love it. So, oops, that's not the right one. Germany. Nice to see you, my man. That means you're not too far away from me in terms of hours. Good stuff. Good stuff. So let me see if I can get not shares outstanding. What am I talking? What am I thinking? Which one is it? Maybe I should only have one up, not two. Aha, there it is. I wish I had a second screen. That would have helped a lot. Helped a lot, big time. There it is. Is that it? Windows. Yes. What? Right. Okay. Let me go ahead, stop sharing. I'm going to make sure the audio works because sometimes the audio doesn't work. There we go. This will work now. This will flip and work. So let's see what she is saying. Are you ready? All right, cool. Shall we? Come on. Shall we start it? God. I can't wait to go to bed. I'm so tired. Okay. All hail sheesh. Absolutely. Where do you think all-time high will be before Jan? Assuming, yeah, I think we'll hit all-time highs before Jan, and then we'll dip down a little bit in January because of sell-off. But who do I know? Other people are saying that it could actually go higher. So let's see. Lived in Austin for 25 years. Now live in Puerto Vallarta. What's the difference between the two? 134 shares. Let's go. Nice. Sheboygan, Wisconsin. Nice. All hail the sheesh. All hail it, man. Sheesh. Would you like to talk about Elon? Might be Santucci. Man, I don't even know who made it. I don't even know. Okay, looks like we're ready to go live on Spaces. All right, we are ready to go live. Let's do it. Starting now. Allow this time. Always have to do a sound check. Waiting for it to pop up. Come on, come on, come on. Usually takes a little bit while. There it is. All right. Hello, hello. Hello, hello. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? There we go. Add send invite. There we go. I sent you the invite to be a co-host. Let's do this. Let's flip and do this. How you all feeling, man? Guys, the stock reached $400 pre-market today. Holy dude, 300 went by so quick. Ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. My God. Uh, there we go. Now we're here. Full.
Hello.
Hello, Fa. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Awesome. I can hear you too. Wonderful. Wonderful. Sheesh. What a day.
I could not fall asleep last night, dude.
Yeah,
It's
it was
I
crazy.
I don't have Robin Hood, and I think I just gonna ask everybody to screenshot. It's like 400, 401,
Yeah, it's
421.
crazy. It was crazy. Um, I mean, there's a pullback today, but that's well, expected. So I mean, the whole market's down today. I think. I mean, I bought today. I don't know who else bought today, but I bought like 4 shares today. And
Good
if
for me. I did too.
you did too, oh, let's flip and go.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, it was yeah, it was a sheesh moment. I'm just like, I need to buy before which is 400 because I just don't want to. Because once it goes over 400, I'm gonna chill out on buying unless there's some dips. But um, anything below 400, it's a steal. Practically, Tesla is being, well, now being a little bit more valued than what it was 3 years ago. But the stock price is hitting the same stock price what it was 3 years ago, and the company has 3x. So like, just let that sink in. You know what I mean?
It
So
is easier to hold Tesla right now. Very easy.
oh yeah, oh yeah, and I'm not seeing anybody complain. I'm not seeing anybody say, "Oh, Elon is not, Elon should be full time at Tesla," or change Elon as a CEO, and the rest of the hateful comments that has been going around like crazy for the past 2 years. Now everyone's silent, and this guy is like all the way in France talking to Zelensky and Macron, and probably going to other European countries, probably talking a little bit about Tesla, not too much, with Trump, and yet no one is complaining. It's this is how this is how majority of shareholders or the loud ones are the ones that are short-term thinkers and not long-term thinkers. So, but I appreciate the $100 bits, stock being at 100 or 150. I appreciate those times. So got to accumulate as much as I could.
Yeah, me too. The thing is, when it's all a lot of green day like this, we feel smart. That's what
Facts.
stock do to you. You feel like, oh shit, I'm smart. And then when it's a lot of red day, like down 22%, and now another 8%, and another 5%, and then you start to be like, holy shit, I was dumb. I should wait, I should wait. Oh shit, money is out. Oh shit, it's go 103. Oh shit, I don't have money. That's why people are angry. And then they probably like no one talk to them. No one talk to them. They're just like blaming themselves. So they lash out on social media. And then everybody just else just learn from Ross. We just look at him like, oh shit, we're not supposed to do that. We're not supposed to act out like that. Oh, I know I sound mean. It's funny. Shit.
Yeah. No, it's funny because Ross is also quiet. Like he's not even talking anything. Like usually he comes out and says that, yeah, I've been with Tesla since day one and all that, but nothing's crickets. It's crickets. It's flipping crickets. It's hilarious. And I mean, I like Gary Black. I do like him. I like the fact that he's like the bridge between retail investors and Wall Street analysts. But that one comment. I mean, he had many comments, but that one comment that really will always come back to haunt him financially and reputationally is when he made that call that Rivian is a better buy than Tesla, and then Rivian just tanked after. Oh my god! Like, you can't forget about these things.
Really was scary.
Inverse Gary, yeah.
Oh my God.
Yeah, but no, that's crazy. I mean, I'm getting a lot of DMs and messages on YouTube and X saying that. So it's dipping today. Why is it dipping? It should keep going up. Tesla stock should always go up. But well, obviously, no, not every stock should continue to go up because that's not healthy. A healthy pullback is healthy. Now, I'm not a technical analysis or anything, but I've been in the stock market for 11 years now, and I was an early. This is a funny story. I was an early Nikola investor before the ticker used to be Nikola VTIQ. I don't know if you guys remember. I bought that thing like I think I bought it at like when it was a penny stock, like a dollar or two, and then it went up to like 10, or it went up to 100. It was at $10, and it went up to 100. I made it easy 10x within like weeks. I sold it and I bought Tesla with it. and then well, I obviously knew that Nikola uh, wouldn't compete with Tesla. And the way it came out, and shout out to Stephen Mark Ryan for like coming out and talking about that too. Him and I had the same visions about Nikola. It's just, there's no way. And the thing was a fake too. The truck was a fake, and I think he's going to jail now, which is quite funny. But before that, I think the very first stock that I had a really good um, uh, experience with, that I 10x my money, was Tweed. It's a Canadian company, which was a weed company, and this was right before Trudeau got elected. So I'm like, okay, if he wins, kind of like what happened with Tesla. If Trump wins, stock's going to rally, and if Trudeau's going to win, which I knew Trudeau's going to win, so I put like a couple $1,000, not a crazy amount, and that thing 10x, and then I sold it. But um, I guess what my point is here is that a company like Tesla is not a speculative stock. It's a stock like Apple, Nvidia, higher quality than those in my opinion. So when Tesla has the run that it has, like we blew past 200 like it was nothing. We blew past 300 like it was nothing. And then we can't keep expecting it to go to 400, 500, 600, 700, 800. You know what I mean? Like we need to get fundamentals back in the game. And the catalyst here is Q4. If Q4 comes out stronger, well, first is the Q4 deliveries. If the Q4 deliveries is over 514,000, which beats last year's in total deliveries, then oh man, I think the stock's going to do very well. And then if earnings comes out and it's a massive beat, oh, it's gonna be a sheesh moment. This is an easy signal that can go up to 500 because you just beat Q4. Now Q1 is obviously not the greatest quarter for Tesla and for any automotive. Well, Tesla's an auto company, but 80% of their sales are vehicles. But as long as they show a nice year-over-year growth from Q1 of 2022 to Q4 of 2020, yeah, 2024, sorry, 2024 Q1 to Q5. Oh my God, Q1 of 2025. My God, sorry about that. So I'm also a little bit under the weather too. So yeah, if Tesla can show great earnings and numbers in Q1 2025, and I think energy will come very nicely, then I think this is a strong sign to go to 500. But the pullback right now, it's normal. I mean, I kind of hope it pulls back a bit more tomorrow and the rest of this week. So next week, when we have the actual Santa Claus rally, man, I'll be ready I'll be ready for the stock to hit like, I don't know, 420.69. So yeah, so those who are worried that, oh my God, that was, oh my,
That's me. That's me.
yeah. So yeah, that's my thoughts. I'm not worried at all. I'm actually looking forward to more dips. I want to buy more. I do have cash reserved, so anything below 400, count me in. Count me in.
So I absolutely agree with you, everything you say, buddy. Like Pejjy. I'm just so pleased. I'm just so happy. I don't know who else feel happy. Give me a heart, but 400 is very excited. And the pullback. This is the last chance at the on sale, right? Everybody that's gonna complain about, oh, I should have buy more, they can buy. on a little red day to make you feel good, right? And
Yeah.
Elon posting on X about the Cybercab no logo, and he's talking about short gets super fear in fear they have to do the mantra that don't scare, don't scare, don't scare. I think that's funny, and it's also very bullish. Like, have Elon talking about the stock is what we all wanted. Like, please talk about Tesla a little more, dude. You have 200 million. Have people curious. What is the inside joke those guys are talking about? ATH, ATH, what is it?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah.
all. That's all what I see. I'm just so happy. Everything come to place, you know. When everybody complain about Elon doing too much politics, he's he's doing Tesla bot in the background, you know. And everybody is like complaining about we don't put ad on the TV. He's making like cybercab, robo van. It is we just have to sit tight and enjoy our moment. And if you can buy more non-financial advice, I bought today, and I hope I have money to buy more. That's me. That's me being greedy.
Yeah.
Oh,
What's crazy is that once we hit the stock level in terms of all-time highs, man, get ready for FOMO. Like people, because it's gonna go mainstream. The headlines: Oh, Tesla hit an all-time high. Tesla stock hit an all-time high. Oh my god! Oh my god! Watch the FOMO fly in. It's gonna be a sheesh moment, and it's a little bit frightening because obviously, when the FOMO comes in, it's just it's based on feelings. So you just got to be careful not to be part of that FOMO. Um, People say it's FOMO right now. I would say not quite there yet. I think it's the beginning of it because the market cap did hit an all-time high on Friday. But and it made only little headlines here and there. But once the stock hits an all-time high, guys, get ready. Buckle up. It's gonna be a sheesh moment. It's gonna be crazy. Yeah, especially with Tesla. Oh my god, it's gonna be crazy. Now I do want to talk about what happened today with the affordable vehicle that was announced by I think it was uh, China EV or Global China EV or something like that. And it's very interesting that they named this thing the Model Q. Like I don't like I have a hard time believing it. Like it's genius. I get it. But I have a hard time believing it because it doesn't fit with their acronym. Like the sexy cars and then um, yeah, sexy cars. That's what it is. I don't know where Q would go. Um, Maybe the Q is supposed to represent like an A, like an and or something, so we can fit in the A in cars, so we can call it sexy cars. I don't know, but um, that's I mean we're not even in 2025 yet, and we're getting some specs of what this car could be, and that's a sheesh moment. That's a sheesh moment. I'm pretty excited, and they're very fixated on on the first half of 2025 with credits below 30,000, without credits 37,500. So that's a sheesh moment. Like, I don't know. It feels good. It feels good to 2 3 years of like just red and negativity and Tesla Q winning and now you're winning.
yeah, we definitely went through it. I guess like to be realistic, to not to pump so much. I guess maybe we can pull back to 370. I
Oh,
guess
that'd be
that's a
nice.
guess, right? And then you just lock and load, ready to like shoot.
Yeah, it's gonna be a
Um,
sheesh moment.
I hang on to that. In this past difficult time, every time I just feel like really bad, like 100, you know, I put 100K in at 379, and it's a lot of ouch in the last 3 years. And every time I feel ouch, like sometimes. You question yourself like, oh, maybe Apple is not a bad idea. Sometimes you have that kind of question. But I always look back to Katie Wood when she say like the longer the base, the bigger it break out. And she been right, and she doing real research. She not just take the number out of the cloud, cuckoo la la. So I think this is a beginning of good, beginning of the bull market. Beginning. Don't forget Meta is already went all time high. Nvidia is already went all time high, and we are nothing less of them. We're catching up for sure.
Oh yeah, 100%. I wouldn't. I mean, with Trump, the next 4 years, it's gonna be glorious. It's gonna be flipping awesome. Now, is there anyone in the listeners that want to come and speak? Just hit request. We just we're just having a fun chat about Tesla stock. Usually we do this on Saturdays, and we'll do it again on Saturdays as well. But um, yeah, just today was just like, hey, reach 400, let's do a spaces, why not? And D and Tesla Alley, let's do this. Let's see. So let's start off with, um, let's do. I know D, I got you in first, but um, let's get Tesla Alley first because last time you requested, um, uh, we didn't have time to get you. So go ahead, my man.
Hey, Pejjy. Hey, everyone. Yeah, I was the one that took the video for the Cybercab. And when I went to San Jose, got to sit and talk with the engineer for a while about that product. And, I'm not much about talking about the Tesla stock because I just buy and hold. I don't really trade, but that is a revolutionary vehicle that is going to change what we know of for automobiles. A little background, I'm actually from Detroit. Most of my family has some kind of automotive background. My dad worked at Ford. My family owns a repair shop and things like that. I went and visited the tour, the F-150 tour. So I've seen the factory and the way they're going to build this product. A lot of people talk about the software, Tesla being a software company, and they are. Their FSD is amazing, but their manufacturing also and their hardware is just cannot be beat. The way they're, Eric, the lead engineer for the Cybercab, told me that they're very confident about this unbox process. And what that is you're not going to have a car that's being driven down the assembly line and somebody there putting on a part. It's very wasted. That's the way Henry Ford did it. He designed that, back in the day. So it's, well over 100 years old, that process. But with the unbox process, they're just basically putting it together like Lego pieces in separate stations, and then at the very end of the station is where all the parts come together. So Eric told me basically they're going to use. So the Model Y, when it was first introduced and built in Fremont, they used 400 parts for the body. And then when they came up with the structural, the Giga castings and the structural battery pack and everything for Giga Texas, they cut that in half to 200, or I think it was 180. Now with this Cybercab, they're using 80 parts to build it. So they went from 400 to 80. So if you don't think that that's going to be built a lot faster than what they're doing now, then it's I think it's going to be pretty insane. Eric also told me that they are using half the humans to build this. So between the unbox process, using a lot less parts and procedures and automating, this doesn't include Optimus. When I say automate, I mean like automotive cut type of robots, not humanoid. They can cut human labor in half, at least half. So if you cut the labor in half and you add Optimus in those, eventually we probably won't even need humans building this at all. So it's pretty amazing. Just everything about that car. They've really looked over everything with a fine-tooth comb and to see what they can take out, what processes can be deleted or optimized. There's no logo on the vehicle. There's no glass roof because it's, you know, not only heavier, but it also adds in heat that they have to cool down and everything. All that adds extra energy that they just wanted to cut out. So it is by far going to be the most revolutionary automotive vehicle that Tesla or anybody will have. So it's super exciting. And they said it'll probably be out mid 2026. I know that seems like a long way, but that does not mean that they won't have autonomous rides before then, because what they said is that they'll use the Model 3 and the Model Y for the autonomous vehicles until this comes out. So yeah, they will definitely have driverless rides before then.
That's crazy. From 400 parts, 200 to or 180, and now to 80. That's incredible. That's absolutely a sheesh moment. And that video you made, that was actually a pretty good video. I made a video on it on YouTube because I'm like, that's some good stuff. So shout out to you, my man. Thanks for doing that. That was actually pretty sick.
Yeah, thank you. I was just so happened to be at the right place at the right time. I stood right where the line was starting. I had no idea that's where the line was. I just so happened to, you know, was very lucky to have that and to be able to share with everyone. So
yeah,
thanks.
That's crazy. Mid 2026 Cybercabs, and I mean, I wouldn't doubt that. Now that we have like Trump and deregulation, Doge, and all that kind of stuff. So, oh boy, we're not ready. That was sick. Thanks for sharing, Tesla. That was actually really cool. That was some good stuff. D, what you got?
Hey, can you hear me?
Loud and clear.
Hey, just want to keep it short and sweet in regards to your sexy cars comment. I've heard in the past that the A stands for the ATV that was rolled up onto the back of the Cybertruck during the Cybertruck unveiling. I can't, substantiate that with any facts or anything, but that's what I've heard, that the A stands for the ATV.
Oh, maybe, but I mean, the ATV was a one-time thing, wasn't it? Or can you still go ahead and
Well, they
buy
have
it?
the ATV for kids that they sell.
Oh,
But
wow.
yeah, the big one, I don't think they sell them right now.
Huh. Oh, that's interesting. So maybe, huh? That's a good point. That's a solid point. Sheesh. Didn't think about that. I always thought this thing like is not that significant, but yeah, they could be adding it too. And now when you think about it, I've seen images that they've put in that in the A in the ATV, the ATV in the A. So, sheesh. Thanks for sharing. We got Llama Mama. Llama Mama, what you got?
Hi, Pejjy. How are you?
Awesome. How are you?
I'm good. I'm driving in my X out on my country roads to go feed the llamas right now.
Tell me you're
So
using
I'm
full
sorry if there's
self-driving.
road noise. I was. I had to stop and
no.
supercharge. I supercharged
Oh, okay.
and
So you can be on the phone. That's
I just forgot to turn it back on. I got in the car and I heard your space and I forgot to even turn it back on. But yeah, so I didn't hear the part about sexy, but I think the general population that are not Tesla people don't even realize that the models spell out sexy. And then with all of this that's happening, like you said, it's coming too fast, all the great things. And so that's awesome. And then I'm glad that the robo taxi, is going to be built after they caught Starship with Mechazilla, because they've deleted all they need to delete, and like bringing it down from 400 to 80 parts. It's going to be so fast, so efficient. It's going to be awesome. So I'm just excited. So I just thought I'd say sheesh.
Sheesh, indeed. Yeah, no, absolutely. It's insane. Tesla is going way too. I mean, well, they've been working hard on this for the past 2 years, 3 years, that it was under the radar. Now that it's slowly coming to fruition, it seems like it's going so fast. But we look behind the curtains. This has been going on since 2020, 2021, 2022. So yeah, it's just exciting to see that we're going to see some robo taxis next year, and then we're going to see hopefully see some cybercabs in 2026. And then I don't know when the Optimus thing's going to happen. It's gonna be crazy. Sheesh. Ethan, what you got? Welcome to the space.
Hey, welcome. Hey guys, sorry, I was driving my Tesla as well. I just joined because I wanted to hear the talk about kind of what people are thinking about macroeconomics too. So we're seeing a lot of great positive catalysts, of course, for the stock and for Tesla. I still worry too about what like macroeconomics and how that might either increase or slow down the process for them achieving what they want to do. But I mean, I hear a lot of positivity in here, which is exciting. I think robotaxi is going to come at a time when it's going to be very beneficial for folks in the economy, especially if things start to get more expensive, we can decrease actually the cost of transportation. But anyways, any thoughts about that? Any thoughts on the board?
Yeah, absolutely. So, well, I know everything is looking all like rainbows and sunshines right now, but some of the things that could happen next year, for sure, I have this listed in my bad catalysts. I'm not even too sure if it's even that bad, but is Elon selling shares? So, but that's just him selling. I think he's going to sell some to pay taxes or whatever it is. And he did say 2-3 years ago that I won't sell in 2023 and 2024. Well, next year is 2025. But in terms of macro environment, well, with Trump coming in, he is going to bring down energy. So it's going to be, things are going to be cheaper. But at the same time, he's going to put tariffs on other countries. So I guess it's a balance in a way. I do think that we will see interest rate cuts next year. And yeah, I think we will see at least a 1 percentage point down. But if tariffs do end up being worse than we think it was, that this, the tariff thing is an inflationary thing. So we may not need to bring down interest rates that much. But in terms of, but again, this comes down to interest rates, ties in with big purchases like a home or a car. We know that Tesla is now going all in with robotaxi and FSD. So the main thing is the deregulation, and once that happens, because it's a matter of when, I think that's more important and more bullish for the stock. I mean, that's the reason why the stock roared. I mean, the market doesn't seem to care about the EV credits going away, right? The market doesn't really care about anything else. It's just, Trump won. He's, Elon and Trump are friends now, and he's going to bring down deregulation. Robotaxi has been scaled forward a couple of years. Put in our valuation, put in our spreadsheet, right? And then you have Morgan Stanley coming out saying that, the bot is worth today $485 in 2040 because the Tesla can have 8 million bots, and we're going to put this 485 in the stock price, but we're not going to actually put it because we don't want to be the first ones to do it. You know what I mean? So yeah, go ahead.
And do you think, I mean, this is all speculation, and we probably all are just guessing at this point, but given this new era, I guess, right, with deregulation, with Elon having a really seat at the table in terms of guiding the federal government in terms of autonomy and different things he would like to achieve for his companies, like, do we expect you think Tesla as a stock really to continue to be as volatile as it has in the past, or do we think there's going to be more steady growth and more consistent steps moving forward, or do you think there's going to be very big swings just because of the nature of the company and the nature of like how the market reacts to things?
Yeah, no way stable. not until we have a meaningful EPS growth, and that can be relied on. Until then, expect the stock to continue to be volatile. But there's more upside than downside, that's for sure. But don't be surprised when you see Tesla stock at 450 one day and then it goes to 375 the next day because of some unrelated, stuff. I mean, just before the election, the stock was at 200. If Kamala won, oh man, the stock would have been in the hundreds, like I would say high 100s for some time. So the market is pricing in that, okay, deregulation is coming, Elon and the government is going to be well, it's going to be good. So when you look at the fundamentals, it's like, well, I mean, not much of the fundamentals being priced in. It's just the macro environment and the deregulation and the fast forward of robotaxis coming into play, which obviously increases the EPS for a longer term, maybe 2026 or something. That it became more of a reality. But until we don't see robotaxis giving meaningful profits, or we don't see the profits going higher at a quarterly basis and yearly basis, you gotta expect the stock to be very volatile like a spaghetti. So do I think we're going to see 200s again? I don't think so. Only if there's a big crash, in my opinion. But I think around the 300s would be okay for being consolidated until we get some good fundamentals. Then we can probably go up to 400, 500, 600, or whatever it is. But until then, just enjoy the ride and enjoy the volatility. A time will come. I mean, this is a fact. A time will come where maybe 3 years, 4 years, 5 years, when the bot is in and when the robotaxis are full scale and they keep crushing earnings quarter after quarter, like how Nvidia is, but at a much greater scale. Yeah, then you should get ready. But then when that happens, I'm pretty sure the stock has already 10x again. So that's just the nature of the stock until we get some sort of a balance and meaningful earnings.
The chat GPT moment, right?
Well, I mean, yeah. Tesla has a lot of chat GPT moments. First, it was the version 12, then it was version 13. Now it's just, which one is the real? And then, the iPhone moment for Tesla, it's like, how many iPhone moments does Tesla have? Like, they said the Model 3 was the iPhone moment. Then they said it was a Cybertruck. Then they said it was a Cybercab. Then it's like, okay, which one is the iPhone moment? Right? But this goes to show you that Tesla is innovative, that every product that they bring in, they make, is an iPhone moment. And I think if Steve Jobs was still alive today, I mean, man, the incredible things that Apple could be doing today would be absolutely crazy. But, we have Tim Cook who's just scaling it and not doing much innovation, which is very dangerous for companies, because if you don't innovate, man, someone's going to disrupt you easy and fast. And, that's why I love Tesla. That's why I can sleep at night going all in into it, because they keep innovating. They keep, reinvesting back in the company. That and Amazon. Oh man, never bet against Amazon. I think Amazon will be the top 3 most valued company in the future, just my opinion, because they keep reinvesting back in the company, and they have the most revenue per any company. I think just this year they're gonna go over $600 billion in sales, which is just mad. Like, that's a Goliath of a company. And they keep reinvesting and they keep growing. So Tesla is the same thing. But Tesla's looking like 10 years, 15, 20 years down the line, while Amazon is only looking like maybe a few years, 5 years down the line. But they keep doing that every 4 or 5 years. So they take things much more of a smaller step. But yeah, that's what I think. Little, if I didn't butcher your name, Little Branch Cuss Invert. Oh man, sorry if I butcher your name, man. But yeah, go ahead, dude.
Hello.
Welcome.
Hey, can you guys hear me? Hello?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Oh, yes. Hey, so I just wanted to, it's a little bit different from what you were just speaking on, but I got my first Tesla in December of 2023, and like I just fell in love with it. And like ever since then, I've been telling all my friends and my family about it, and it's kind of like consumed my life. Like not really in a bad way, but it's just I feel like I've just been trying to let everyone know, because no one really knows about all these things that are happening. And I like the main point that I just wanted to come on here and say is like, how do we as Tesla shareholders and Tesla owners and Elon lovers, like how do we go about in like a healthy way and just let everyone know like what is really going on? Because obviously, like we need to do something about it.
Oh, time will do its thing. I wouldn't worry. The crazy part is that Tesla is not even advertising, and it's crazy. Um, but I wouldn't worry really about that. I know there was a lot of pushback a couple of years ago because the stock's going down, no one's buying Tesla, blah 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 blah. Gary Black, all that kind of guys. Oh, they should advertise, they should do this, they should do that, they should do this. But I mean, Tesla's doing record deliveries, and they don't do any advertisements. If anything, if any advertisement they should do is on the full self driving, because nobody knows about that. Oh my god! If people know about the full self driving, oh my god! Like I took my brother to the Tesla showroom when I was in Toronto, and neither of us. I mean, I've been going all in since 2020, and I've never tried the full self driving. So it was my brother and I's first time trying. We did the Model S and X, and my brother was like, and both of us were just like, bro, this is magic. And this wasn't even version 13. This was like version 12.5.6, whatever it was. We're just like, dude, this is incredible. Like, this is something that, like, we were both in shock. And I think if more people can experience that, I think it's game over. I think the Cybercab would do that, most of the talking, but that's not until 2026. Maybe even next year until Robotaxi. But yeah, man. In terms of letting people know, if you want to contribute to it, the best way to do it is show them around, show them, take them for a drive, let them test drive it, or Uber it. Become an Uber driver and let people pick you up in a Tesla, and then advertise it that way. That's the only thing I gotta
Yeah,
say.
and yeah, and I also just wanted to let you know that like for me, I've been getting my friends to open up Fidelity accounts and like putting money in and like all that stuff just because I feel like in terms of the long term, like owning and supporting Tesla is just the way to go. And I just feel like eventually, like as you said, like it will it will get down to the everyday person, but it's just that like a lot of people don't know about FSD. A lot of people don't know that you can stand outside of a Costco and call your car. I think that that's amazing, and every time that I show any of my friends, like they're just astonished, but a lot of them just have their qualms about Elon just because he's the richest guy out there, and they just don't like it. So it's just hard to like get through all of the FUD, and it's just been so difficult, and I just feel like it's consuming my life because I feel like this is a this is a golden opportunity for a lot of people like our age to like make a lot of money and like be a part of this up and coming technology. So but I mean that's all that I really just wanted to say, but thanks again.
Yeah. Make sure you tell your friends that it's not financial advice. That's always important. But no, I don't think you could go wrong holding Tesla even at these levels. If you're holding for the next 5 years, man, I think the next stock split is going to be 2027, and that'll be I don't know, stock price near the 800s, 1000s, because 2025 is the year when affordable vehicles come out, when energy doubles. You have, vehicles growing by 20, 30%. You got services growing. You've got robo taxis coming online. Man, and then you got 2026 where the semi is coming. Now, of course, that'll take time for it to ramp because, it'll be a cash burner for a while, just like how Cybertruck was. But I think within a year or so, it'll be a sheesh moment. Um, you got the semi, and then you got the bot being semi-mass produced, in my opinion. Then you've got the Cybercab, maybe the RoboVan as well, and then the thing is that people don't understand is that, well, we humans we don't understand exponential growth. We just don't get it. We think things are linear, right? So with the robotaxi, once that's out and the thing with Tesla, they have, and I think the US is about 3 million Teslas. No, not in the US. I think North America is about 3 million. Let's say US is about 2.5 million cars on, robots on wheels, pretty much FSD. These guys, they can flip into robo taxis at any given time. You know what I mean? Like these guys can just go like, okay, we got permits, we can do it. We're regulated. We're now going to start in Florida. We're going to start in this state, that state, this state, that state. Oh, by the way, we're starting in Canada too, and maybe in China as well, and finally Europe, and other places as well. And all they got to do is just one switch, like literally, like switching on a car, like switching on a light, and you can put your car becomes a money making machine overnight. And maybe Tesla will take 30%, maybe they'll take 20%. This is a debate. We'll find out soon. But Tesla will be making money from obviously the FSD subscription that they'll be charging the owners, and the 30%, 20% cut that they'll take from owners as well as probably their own fleets as well. I'm pretty sure Tesla will have their own fleets, not so much because they don't want to have, it's like Airbnb, right? They don't want to have be liable for all that kind of stuff, right? So they just let the customer, you do it, and we'll provide the insurance, which is another business for Tesla, which I think is going to blow up big time. So, and we're just going to see it go crazy. Like first month is like 1,000, and then 10,000, and then 100,000, and then 1,000,000, and it's just like before you know it, Tesla is printing millions upon billions, and it was just crazy. It's just absolutely insane. That's how I see it, and that's the reason why I went all into Tesla stock. So, yeah, that's what I think. So, sheesh moment. Yeah. Joseph, what's going on, my man? Welcome.
Hey, good morning. How are you?
Morning. I'm good, thank you. How are you?
Really good, really good. Looks like I don't have my I won't have my sushi lunch today.
Yeah, that was funny.
It's okay.
I'll save my money for another day. That's all good.
No, just save your money to buy more stock. Easy.
I know, right? So just want to address some of the questions from previous speaker. The way I do it, this is obviously not financial advice. It's just my own way of handling my own psychology and investing. So people say it's hard to, let's say it's hard to get into a stock because you feel like, oh, right now it's really expensive, or it appears to have a high PE. So how do I overcome that mentality? Is I tell my friends and I tell myself, when you don't know what to do, but you highly feel like this is a really great company, buy one share. Get your foot in the door by owning just one share. It could be like $200 something, $300 something, $10. But once you start monitoring that stock and start having it in your position, in your portfolio, you become more active, you become more attentive, and you become more sensitive to the price movement and also the company behavior. So that's how I recommend at least have one share. So you know what's doing, is in your monitor always. So you're not losing out. If it drop 50%, awesome. Now you can buy another share because you can cut your cost in half. However, if we go up by 20%, nice. I start making money now. So it kind of motivate me to be not an observer, but be a owner. That's how I see it. I never see owning a stock as being just a shareholder. I always see myself as a co-owner of the company. I have a stake in the company. I'm not selling just because the price go up or price go down. I sell it because the company objective is no longer aligned with my objective, or I feel like the leadership team is not really great, and I don't feel like I want to be a part of it. So always see yourself as an owner of the company, and in that case, the stock price will never really affect you. It's just an opinion. Stock price, just an opinion. Second point I want to make regarding we talk about stock price. Also, evaluating a company to me, it's not just about financial. To me, I come from a big tech software engineering background. To me, it's all about the people. I evaluate company about how the employee, the workers are behaving, how good they are, how smart they are, and the attitude, the whole organization structure. That's what important to me. So a little bit background is I also a hiring manager, hiring my own team, to do work, software work. We got resume all over the place. You can say MIT, Caltech, UCSD, UCLA, you name it. All the top school, um, all the capable talent we can pick from. But at the end of the day, when it comes to actual interview, selecting the right person, it always comes down to two things: are they capable to do the work, and whether they're a team player? Are they willing to sacrifice for the greater good of the company? Are they do they have the get shit done attitude? And I remember when I was still a software engineer, me and my roommate and also my office mate, he's a genius. I'm not. Um, After you work with people for a long time, you know who are the real geniuses. And as good I believe I can get my job done, I'm no genius, but he is. Um, so eventually, this guy, I don't want to name names, he moved to work for Tesla. He's a super intelligent person, but that's not the only important thing. He's also highly dedicated. Um, let's say I work from the office 10:30 in the AM until 10:30 PM at night, 12 hour shift. When I go to office, he will be there already. When I leave, I cannot stand it no more. 10:30 I left, he's still there, just continuing on, putting on his headphone and just passionately keep doing his work, right? So I seen geniuses, but the most important thing is not just about being a genius in the workplace. You also have to work hard. And in Tesla, there are tons of people like that. And I remember one time he never disclosed any secret information to me. It's just like we usually talk about organization structure and whether the colleagues are good or not, that kind of topic. And he said, "Remember the time when we worked together and we like almost sleep in the office, working long hours?" I'm like, "Yeah, of course. I mean, that's what we do." He said, "Imagine that, but in Tesla, the intensity is 10 times." I'm like, "What? 10 times? No, no." He said 10 times. The pace of innovation and the get shit done attitude is so high. I mean, it's just part of the culture. To me, it's extraordinary how, even from a guy that works so hard, he's telling me like you have seen nothing yet until you're in Tesla. Oh, so that gives me a lot of confidence where this company is going. Um, so not only he's a genius, he worked hard. The most important thing is now he got a strong mission from the company. Whenever you got important breakthrough or things you want to challenge the company, he speak up and he being listened to. In the old days when we in our tech company, we speak up. Yeah, people would kind of like yeah, but no action are taken. But test is different. If you have a great idea, it really moves the needle. You're being listened and you can implement it. That's the difference between a good company and a great company to me. So that's to me is extremely important. Um, Last but not least, have you guys seen the Tesla Optimus walking? The video shared by Tesla this morning. I'm sure you guys have. If you're not,
Yeah,
look at
dude.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, fine. You go first.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
just
like look at
reposted
the
right
video,
now.
right?
It's
When you invest
yeah,
in a
it's
company, you want to invest when the robot is still walking and maybe a little bit shady, a little bit shaky, right? You don't want to invest in a company when it's completely like running, jumping around, doing every single capable task. You want to get in before the company is fully, priced in. So it, Tesla is showing us a lot, in the open already. So to me, the confidence only building. I'm not seeing any major risk. Even though there's any maybe like downturn or whatever, it's just another buying opportunity to me. So good luck to everybody. That's all I have to say, guys. Back to you.
Yeah, no, you're absolutely right. Yeah, the bar was insane. The way how it like was going down the hill and it just picked itself like I mean, a normal human would have just fell, but this thing just it was crazy. This thing is getting ah, it's getting crazy. It's getting crazy. But one of the points that you mentioned was when you buy a stock or buy a company or shares of a company, you treat it like as if you're the owner, and that's absolutely right. It's the same thing as you when you buy a house. When you buy a house, and Warren talks about this. Elon was quoting him the other a couple months ago. saying that, hey, when you buy a house, you don't uh, you don't sell the next day. You're not a trader. I mean, I don't know how you can be a trader with real estate, but when you buy a house, you sit in it for a decade, 2 decades, raise a family. It's your home until 20 years, 25
Yeah.
years. Then you think about selling it, and then that's when. Well, I'm a big believer that real estate is not really the best investment because it does follow inflation. So a middle class home yesterday is a middle class home today is a middle class home tomorrow. So um, nonetheless, and of course the maintenance and all that kind of stuff. So really, you're not really getting much when you're investing in a home. If you rent it out, that's different. But in a home, but when you get a home, you don't sell it tomorrow. You sit in it, you wait, you raise a family, you chill, and then when it's time to sell and you want to downgrade, easily you can do that. Sell it at like what 2 3 times the price, whatever it was you bought it for, and then go live in a condo, cash, buy it in cash, no mortgage, and chill.
Yeah, and if you're using the house as an analogy, this house is run by really really capable people, and this house also produce goods and services. And to me, there's no other better way to invest. Like I'm not into cryptos, I'm not into those speculative stuff. Like I'm into company that produce goods and services that last a long time, and those goods and services have a high perceived value. So you can all see Tesla is a great brand, and the fundamentals just keep on improving. So to me, there's no other better thing to do than just pulling money in. You keep asking me why adding more share. You have like 60,000 share. Why are you doing that? I'm like, bro, like I don't know where else to put the money. That's the thing. Now I have $4,000. Am I putting in Nvidia? Am I putting in Tesla? Am I putting in like Bitcoin? I want to be in Tesla. That's it.
Why don't you? I wanted to ask you this. Why don't you put some? Well, I don't know. Maybe you have a business or something. But if I had 60,000 shares, I will go like, okay, yeah, the growth is there, but maybe I'll take 5,000 of that and put it in a high dividend S&P 500 and just live off the cash flow. So, what are your thoughts
Good
on
question.
that?
Good question. So my mentality is different. I want to own. I really see it as an owner of a company, and now I have money. Do I want to deploy into this company or that company? I'm not into like, okay, let's say the stock dropped 30%, and I lost like 20. A lot of money. Is it still affecting my bottom line? Am I eating less? Am I living in a smaller house? Is my financial in trouble? No. That means that 30% or 40% fluctuation is really not affecting me any time of the day. So it doesn't hurt me by or doesn't help me by diversifying into a lesser company. To me, the most important thing is at that moment, which is the best company to invest in. That's it.
I agree with Joseph. I agree.
Don't
I
worry. Don't
mean,
don't don't don't, don't do stuff. I'm thinking every day. That's my job. Thinking about where to deploy that money.
Yeah, that's a good problem to have. That's a very good problem to have. No, that's interesting. That's interesting. Ooh, so
Oh,
any
one more
yes,
story for you guys. Remember, have you guys watched All In Podcast, the latest one?
not yet.
yeah.
Okay, that one is super interesting, right? This speaker, this week we don't have David Sachs and we don't have Jamal, but there's a CIO from one of the company. He got a lot of inside information for the XAI and Tesla AI, and he's talking about one interesting thing. I'm not sure if people pick it up. Is he said um, NVIDIA was never really able to pull together 30,000 GPU together as a cluster to to do coherent training. Coherent training means all the GPU actually running together in the same model, running the same model, training the same model, and do it a task together over 30,000 GPU. The only thing is Elon is the only person be able to do it. Recently, the latest model is being used and train Grok 3. We'll be using the one over 30,000 GPU, which is like 100,000 GPU. all the Meta team or Nvidia team, like, no way, man, we cannot do it. How can you do it? And then eventually, Elon and the team is the one actually able to coherent one over 100,000 GPU X100 to train a model. This is why Jensen call him this is like superhuman, because no one can do it. Even Nvidia themselves are tapped at 30K until Elon and his team come along, think of a new architecture a solution and be able to up to like 100,000. And the next target is 200,000. And the ultimate goal is 1 million. That's the kind of company we invest in. You know what I'm saying? Like, what are the fear? The fear is not having enough share. That's my fear.
Facts.
Not having enough share. I don't know how many times I say it. You don't come across generational company like this. Usually people don't even get one in a lifetime. We get like 2 or 3. We got Apple and then Nvidia, now Tesla. That's my conviction. You know, not having enough share is my fear. You know, that's it. Back to you.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, not having enough shares is always an issue.
If you know enough, like if you study stock enough and you look at it every day, the story, the news, the technology, it is very easy to invest in Tesla. Like all those people like me that buy it at like the last all-time high and put like a lot of money in. It's not formal. It's like we know a lot of it. We know a lot of it. And then boom, it's a bunch of lawsuit. It's Elon by Twitter. It's been 3 years of dragging. And now like the last all-time high to this all-time high is a lot of growth. It's like I don't know if people tell me back in the day that by 2024 we're gonna have 7 million car, I'm gonna be like, no, you're too bullish. And now we have 7 million car. And they talk 20 million car in 2030, and this is just a car. And I see it, and I'm like, and then Elon say, hey, we're gonna be bigger than Apple and Aramco combined. Easy 4 trillion, 5 trillion, like easy that number. And we on the way there. And for real, like 5 trillion, is that big enough for the bot? The bot is bigger than that. So it is very easy.
Yeah, no. One thing that I want to point out, as what you said, well, when the stock went down from 2021 to 2023, or end of 2022, beginning of 2021, it went to $100 per share, which was flipping awesome. It was because interest rates went up, and and the growth was being hampered. So that's why the stock, exaggerated the way it did, and it exaggerated big time because at one point, the forward PE, Chipotle had a higher forward PE than Tesla, which is just absolutely outrageous. But as a long-term investor, that was the greatest gift ever. Now with Elon getting Twitter and stuff, they just added more fuel to the fire. Which I remember when it went through and the stock dipped, like I think it was 12% that day or 15%. I was like, all right, time to deploy. And I started dollar cost averaging, and then I never thought Tesla would reach 101. And I'm just like, okay, this is the time where I have to take whatever I have in my savings and plow it in. And that was such a glorious time. I was at that time, everything was crashing, right? But I was debating whether to split it between Nvidia and Tesla because they were both at all-time lows. I'm just like, man, I love Nvidia, but I know Tesla more, and I kind of wish I did Nvidia because I would have 10x, then I would have sold that, but Tesla would have had maybe double or triple the amount of shares that I would have now. But it's okay. So I put it into Tesla, and I felt really good about it. And 2023 was a great year. I think the stock doubled, and then 2024. I mean, we saw how it's ending, and yeah. And now the reason why it's going up, I think I mentioned this earlier before, is because of obviously Trump and deregulation and Elon and all that kind of stuff. But now there's it's being baked in that EPS growth is coming back. That's the reason. That's the main reason. So now that's coming in, it's going up. Obviously, not all of it. Again, fundamentals are taking a backseat here right now. It's just the Trump and all that kind of stuff, and it's the catch up too, right? I think Wall Street is now catching up, chasing the stock, saying that okay, now it should be worth this much and that much, even though us retail investors know the right value is around this much around this time. Now, obviously, it's pricing in next year, um, but yeah, it's an exciting time to be a Tesla investor. And I remember when the stock price was around this price back in 2021, I was advising people not to buy because it was overvalued. Because it doesn't make sense for Hertz to buy 100,000 vehicles and then the stock shoots up to like the way it did. So that was FOMO and free money, stimuluses, all that kind of stuff. And PE was at 1500 PE. Now, if you weren't timing it, sure, yeah, you could have DCA'd. But at that time, I was advising everyone that, guys, be careful. It's not a good time right now to get in at these levels because we didn't know that interest rates are going to go down. But once we knew that was going to happen, that's because Tesla at that time was still like 90% vehicles. It was going to affect them big time, and that's why the stock went down the way it did. And now interest rates are going down. The opposite's happening. Other sources of business are coming to Tesla. You got Trump and Elon. Oh man, the catalyst keeps going on and on. The only bad thing I see happening in 2025 is Elon selling, but it won't be as bad as we think it would be. And maybe interest rates not going down as low as we like, and maybe Trump not I don't want to say backstabbing Elon, but at the end of the day, this is like the government, right? I don't know, anything could happen. Maybe China goes like, oh, you're gonna ban TikTok, I'm gonna do this, but that doesn't make sense because China is praising Tesla. They want Tesla to succeed because they're making a lot of jobs for them in China. So I think the positives outweigh the negatives for next year. But you never know. Black swans can happen at any given moment in time. Maybe another COVID, knock on wood, it doesn't. Maybe, I don't think World War III will happen. I think that's, no, that's out. I mean, I don't think there's a chance of that. But yeah, I don't, black swan events are hard to predict. So yeah, this is my thoughts. All right, looks like
Awesome.
yeah, it looks like
It's good to wish for the best and get ready for the worst. Very smart.
Yeah, pretty much. So sheesh moment. I think it's gonna be more positive than negatives next year, 100%. So, is there any last remarks that anybody wants to say before we close off this space? I know we said 30 minutes. Now we've gone on for more than an hour. But I think we're gonna make it a regular every Saturday around the same time we went. Around the same time. We do it every Saturday for about an hour and a half, 90 minutes, and it's a lot of fun. So, Joshua, Ethan, any last remarks before we say our goodbyes?
All right,
I'm all
friend.
set,
Thank
sir.
you so much. And sorry. Thank you so much, and thank you for so pumped with me and doing this special 400.
Oh yeah, 100%. Next one, 42069. Oh my god, it's gonna be fun. All right. Thank you everyone for joining in. This is awesome. And we'll see you Saturday. See you Saturday on the same time. And I hope you guys have a great Monday. All right, guys. Have a great night. Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye.
All right. And that is done, ladies and gentlemen. We are back on YouTube, but not for long because I am sick like a dog right now. And I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm tired. So, anyways, I love you guys so much. Make sure you guys smash that like button, hit subscribe if you haven't already. And I shall see you guys in the next video. See ya. Love y'all. Let's go. Oh, sheesh.